just about immigration. It was about a certain type of immigrant. And so now we have this million, these, you know,
I just clarify, though?
Can I finish talking?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
All right, so let's get into Sunny Hostin, Alyssa Farah. This was an interesting exchange, and I think it just shows how, once again, how disconnected Sunny Hostin is, and how disconnected, in my opinion, just my opinion, a lot of people are, and the reason why I think is because people just want to push race baiting and fear mongering. So take a look at this conversation, and you guys give me your thoughts. Maybe I'm off. I don't know. Are we on the screen? There we go. Where you at, Robbie?
Or face fines and or imprisonment.
Meanwhile, it's no surprise then that the ladies of The View got into it this week over this subject. View host Alyssa Farah Griffin and Sunny Hostin disagreed about border security. Let's watch.
The point is, you know, he was all about immigration from the southern border, and those immigrants or those migrants look a certain way. So it seems to me this was never really just about immigration. It was about a certain type of immigrant. And so now we have this million, these, you know,
I just
a Russian.
clarify, though?
Can I finish talking?
Yes.
Thank you. So it's okay for Russian oligarchs to come over. It's okay for people with money to come over, but it's not okay to provide a path to citizenship for people that have been here, like the DACA recipients, for other people that look a different way.
All right. Let's keep playing. The reason why I stopped it is because this is what race baiting. So Sunny Hostin is pretty much trying to say that there's only a concern for the southern border because Mexico is brown people, and that's where black people, brown and black people, minorities, whatever you want to call it, are coming through the border, compared to Canada, where she's trying to say that, oh, well, Canadians, because they're white, we don't have an issue with them coming through the border.
Ew, y'all know what it is. It's Dak from the OG Network. Man, I just want to thank y'all. That's right, to thank y'all for all of your tremendous support over the years, whether you've been rocking with us from the beginning or maybe this is the first show that you're checking out on the network. We want to thank you nonetheless. And we have an ask, all right? We have a goal of reaching 20,000 subscribers by the end of March. That's right, 20K by the end of March. It's not a real goal unless you put a date on it. And with that, we need your help. So we ask that if you are enjoying the content that you like, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're feeling real generous, maybe share with some friends and family. All right, I'll let y'all go. And once again, thank you for your continued support. And we look forward to growing with y'all. See y'all soon. Ew.
I think she's completely like missed the point that there's all different types of people. It's not Canadians that we're having an issue with coming through the northern border. It's people from other countries. But in her mind, she's trying to associate the northern border with having more white people that are coming through compared to the brown and black people that are coming through in Mexico. What are y'all thoughts? What are y'all thoughts? Am I wrong? Maybe I'm going to play the video and then I'm going to look up, if I can, some quick stats. Let me hit up ChatGPT real quick.
Farah Griffin then fact-checked Sunny Hostin. Let's watch that.
Just to clarify, because there is a border crisis on the northern border, and it doesn't get nearly as much attention as the southern. The numbers aren't as high. It is not Canadians crossing from Canada into the United States.
Who is it?
It is Mexico and India are the two largest places that people are coming, because they're seeing that it's actually easier than going through the cartels and going through a more secure southern border. So if they have the resources, that's what the northern immigration is.
Did you hear in the beginning, even Joy, I guess it's good that she asked when she said, who is it? Alyssa is probably the most informed on this show, in my opinion. Now, Alyssa was the one that used to work for Trump, then she hated Trump. And in my opinion, she would alter the things that she was saying on The View to just fit in with a more liberal crowd. But now she's gotten to the point where she's sitting here like, and it's probably very convenient of her now that Trump won. And now that you're actually able to see that a lot more people are supporting Trump, Republican, conservative values than she may have otherwise thought. See, she may have been leaning Democrat because she saw that's where the trajectory of politics was going. And obviously the people have voted and shown us otherwise. So when you have her correcting now, we'll see if Sunny responds or if Sunny corrects herself or acknowledges it. I don't think that she does, or I don't think that she will. I forget I didn't see the entire clip, but just think about that. Just think about what Sunny Hostin was trying to do, and think about the impact that it would have had if she did not get fact checked on live TV. All the people that watched The View would have been walking away from The View thinking that, oh, Trump is racist. He wants to let Canadians in because they're white, and they may be a little bit more wealthy, but he doesn't want to let the Mexicans and the Indians that are coming through on the southern border, whoever are the Venezuelans, whoever's coming on the southern border. This is how messaging creates a culture of hatred, creates a culture of fear, creates a culture of us feeling that our country is more racialized than it already is. We know the impact that race has, or a lot of people know it, feel it. It's different for everybody, but that's clear. But why are these people on this side? Why do they feel the need to, if racism is so prevalent and it actually is happening, why do they need to reach for these things? Why do they need to push these things on live television? Sunny is not impacted by. Let me just keep going. Let me keep going.
You know what I want?
Yeah, I think that's some tone-deaf commentary from Sunny Hostin. I just don't think.
And let me catch up with your comments as well. Hold on, that was hers. Fake eggs, yeah. Honest wrote, as long as she continues to get paid, she'll continue to wake up and be a racist and encourage racism. She's a liar and knows that it sells to the viewers who worship her words. And you know what's funny? I actually was thinking about this based on a post or something yesterday, and I forget exactly who said it, so I can't really take credit for it, or I don't know, maybe these thoughts just came to me. I don't know. But when it comes to DEI or racism or prejudice or oppression, all these things that we talk about, I have a question. Is it okay for us to push, let's say, racial supremacy by one group? Let's just call it what it is. Okay. Is it okay, based on the treatment of Black people in America, based on how Black people have suffered in America with slavery, Jim Crow, all of these different times where Black people were oppressed, right? If you have that, you got to chill. If you have that, then is it okay for me to say, to make up for all of those things, I can be racist. I can push for Black people to have racial supremacy based on the fact that we were held back for so long? Like, is that a strategy that you guys think would work? It's almost as if, okay, we cheated for this group, so therefore, hey, we got to tip the scales the other way now to put things in favor of the other group. I don't know. I'm really just asking y'all. Is it okay for us to push racial supremacy on one end with Black people to make up for the oppression that Black people have faced? And if that's okay to y'all from a moral standpoint, how do you think that it's going to end up going? It's like, okay, we always talked about the hardest thing to do is to have balance, right? So if now we're pushing racial supremacy until things get even or somewhere leveling the playing field, now when we have a group of people that's pushing racial supremacy on this side to even it, can you just cut that off? Or is it now this side feels that they got to push racial supremacy in order to even it out? And now this side feels that they got to push racial supremacy. I'm just asking because I think that's what happens in a lot of these conversations with a lot of these journalists, pundits that are on mainstream news outlets and are pushing for more radicalized approach to solving these race issues and to solving whatever other issues that we have in America. They justify pushing racial supremacy. They justify pushing race idolatry. They justify pushing this critical race theory to a point where it's okay for me to take away opportunities from this group because and do it in a way that's just based on race, just because of the things that were done to that group in the past. Is that a good, like, what's the end game with that? So that's just the question that I have. Sorry for the long-winded question. But just something for us to think about. I don't even know if I have a stern takeaway one way or another, but just so y'all, let me see. Did I get a, nah. We got cheap viewers on streamboo.com, just to let y'all know. Make sure y'all are liking and subscribing. All right, so let's all right, so Honest wrote, the real question is how in modern times does racism still continue to be a talk show? Progress is only made when there are no sides but the appreciation for each other. I can't disagree with that. I can't disagree with that. And it just seems like one group is always going to feel slighted. And now, obviously, it's very, I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough one for me. It's a tough one for me because I know my personal view, but it's a tough one for me. That's just the question that I have. And especially when you look at a lot of the things that happen when this is not just a black thing. Like when you look across the world where you have a group that feels that they've been oppressed, and then it seems as if things switch. Now they become the oppressor. Now the other group is you get what I'm saying? Now, obviously, the tables haven't turned in America yet, or if they ever will, who knows? But that's just kind of what I see that happens. One group is oppressed. Now, it doesn't even have to be a race thing. It could just be this dynasty, then this dynasty takes over. It's almost like sports. You have different teams that are supreme at different times. But just some thoughts that were running through my mind. Let's finish this video and then move on to the next.
I think it's the case that the frustration with illegal immigration that is a bipartisan concern, that is something Trump won a lot of independents and otherwise Democratic-leaning voters on, the perception that there are too many people coming across not just our southern border, as Alyssa Farah-Griffin pointed out, and it's not, you can say, oh, it's just racism to be against that. I don't think that's a winning political message. I think it's proven not to be a winning political message. I think Americans are perfectly willing to take immigrants. We are a nation of immigrants. We descend from immigrants, many of us, and immigrants that are going to come here and contribute to the country and work and participate in our economy. That's all good, but we want it done legally, and we should. I support changing the process to make it easier for people who want to work to come here. That's why I'm actually all for if rich people want to buy their way in, that's fine with me. I don't care. But we need to fix the problem of having people being smuggled in by cartels, and then we have to deport people who commit violent crimes here. There is no public will to allow them to just roam our cities, causing public disorder. They have.
All right, so you guys get the point on this one. All right, so we're gonna move on.
It's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Ew.